Hey there, it's Seb Fry here with another exciting episode of Seb Fry TV. So in my last episode, I crunched some numbers, right? I compared the first half of 2019 to the first half of 2018 for Santa Clara, Santa Cruz, and Monterey counties to see how the market is doing this year compared to last year. So one of the big takeaways is that homes are taking longer to sell. In Santa Clara County in particular, homes are taking almost twice as long to sell this year as they were last year. In Santa Cruz County, it was about 25 or 30% longer to sell this year. Now that's a very important number because the longer your home stays in the market, statistically, the less money you're going to get for it. Now, every year, the National Association of REALTORs puts out their profile of home buyers and sellers. And so they have all kinds of charts and data and statistics, and it's broken down by region, right? Well, not every single chart is, but a lot of them are broken down by Southeast, Southwest, Northeast, Northwest, Midwest, West Coast, East Coast. But none of them really do like a fine grain, right? Like county by county. No, it's not that detailed. It's much more of a national document. But it got me to thinking, like, what if I were to, put those numbers that they get nationally in context with our local real estate market to see what it might look like in terms of like how much it's going to cost you to have your home on the market a long time or a longer time, right? So let's take a look at this spreadsheet here. So here we have a spreadsheet, and it's basically lifted in large part directly from the National Association of Realtors profile of home buyers and sellers. And so here we can see that nationally, home sellers got 99% on average of what they were asking for their properties. Now, homes that were on the market for 1 week or less, they got 100% of asking price. And also it says here that homes were on the market for 1 to 2 weeks, they also got 100% of asking price. And then if homes were on the market for 3 to 4 weeks, they got 99%, 5 to 8 weeks, 97%, 9 to 16 weeks, 96%, and if they were on the market 17 weeks or longer, they got 95% of asking price. So that's interesting. What I did is I plugged in the median sales price in Santa Cruz County of $965. That was in June, I believe that was, or May, I forget. So I put that in there and I said, okay, well, let's just say you were on the market for 3 to 4 weeks and you only got 99% of asking price. That means you're losing $9,650 or an average of about $460 per day. Now, if you were on the market 5 to 8 weeks and you only got 97% of asking price, that means you're going to lose $38,000 off your asking price or an average daily loss of $833. 9 to 16 weeks, you got 96% of asking price on average. That means you're going to lose $75,000 off your list price on average, or $897 a day roughly for every day that your home sits on the market. Now, if you're on the market 17 weeks or longer, according to the national statistics, you're only going to get 95% of asking price, which using our median price here, that would mean you're going to lose $110,000, right? And you're going to lose basically $1,000 a day keeping your home on the market. But those are national statistics. So I want to know, what's it looking like here in our local market? Like, how much are sellers actually losing here with our own market data? So what I did is I crunched the numbers for the first 6 months of 2019 for Santa Cruz County. And let's take a look what those numbers look like. All right, so for Santa Cruz County, we can see here that people who had their home on the market and sold in less than a week or less, they got 100.7% of full asking price. Now, that is totally awesome, but check this out. If they were on the market between 1 and 2 weeks, they got 101.1% of asking price. They actually got a little bit more money if they kept their home on the market a little bit longer. And this is one thing I tell people all the time. You want to make sure that you have adequate market exposure for your property, right? You want to make sure that it's on the market long enough that all potential buyers get a chance to get in and see it and make an offer, right? Because that way you can get multiple offers perhaps and sell it for something more than asking price. That's my marketing strategy in many cases. And we can see here the numbers bear that out. You actually do get slightly more money if you sell your home quickly, but not too quickly. Now, this is interesting. If you have your home on the market between 3 and 4 weeks, there is a dramatic difference, right? If you have your home on the market that long, you're going to only get 98.1% of full asking price, but that's 3% lower than if you were able to sell it just within 1 or 2 weeks, right? That means that you're going to lose $18,818 on average if your home is on the market 3 to 4 weeks, or $896 a day. Now check it out. If your home is on the market from 5 to 8 weeks, you're only going to get 93.7% of your original asking price. That means you're going to lose, in this case, $61,000 by having your home on the market that long. Or check this out, you're going to lose $1,330 a day on average if you have your home on the market between 5 and 8 weeks. 9 to 16 weeks, it gets even worse. You're only going to get 91.25% of your initial asking price. If your home is on the market 9 to 16 weeks, that means for the median priced home, you're going to lose $84,000 off list price, or $1,005 per day. Now check this out. If you have your home on the market 17 weeks or longer, you're only going to get 83.1% of your original asking price. Right? That translates to a loss of almost $163,000, or again, $1,085 per day by keeping your home on the market a very long time. So what this shows you, I think, is that sellers really need to, now more than ever, make sure that their homes are priced accurately. Pricing your home over what you think it's going to sell for is not a way to leave room to negotiate. It's a way to get your home not sold and to lose money, and to make all the other homes, which are priced more realistically, make them sell faster. Now, one thing I did not include in any of these charts is how many homes didn't sell. We know that about 1 out of 3 homes, actually, even in a pretty hot market like this, right? It's not as hot as it used to be, but still pretty hot. Even in a hot market like this, about 33% of people are never even able to sell their properties at all, and they take their property off the market much sooner. So I think it's now more important than ever that when you're pricing your home, you price it to sell, because it really can end up costing you a whole ton of money. All right, that is it for this episode of Seb Fry TV. I hope you found it interesting and worthwhile. Please do me a favor. Would you share this with people who you know who are thinking about maybe selling their home or perhaps buying one in the next little while? I would certainly appreciate it. And also, if you could, give me a like, thumbs up, making a comment, anything like that. I would definitely really appreciate that as well. All right, that is it for this episode of Seb Fry TV. It's getting warm out there this summer, so stay cool, and I'll have another episode up available before too long.